Quiz 1, Day 2, Quiz 1, Question 20. Two functions are given, f and g, and our question is find f of g of x. It is composition of two functions. G of x function will be written in the function f instead of x. So the new function, I mean the composition function, is 4 minus twice of the square of 2 minus x. In this writing, we have to be careful. Don't write 4 minus 2, which is 2. Never, since 2 is attached here. And I am just going to write 4 minus twice of. I have to find the square of 2 minus x, square of first minus twice of first and second for x, plus square of second. Each term inside of parentheses will be multiplied by 2, and if I pay attention to minus, so negative 8 plus minus and minus plus for x, plus and minus minus x to the power of 2. X squared and for x, they are alone, so negative x squared, sorry, I forget to multiply by 2, 8x and negative 2x squared. It is the advantage of multiple choice. If I have a look, I couldn't see any choice like this, so I need to turn back. 4 minus 8 minus 4 plus 8x minus 2x to the power of 2. So minus 4 plus 8x minus 2x to the power of 2. Answer is C. Question 21. K of x is given as a 2 twice of sine 3x, and it is a composition of three functions f, g, and h. And our question is which of the following is true? There are three functions and we are going to combine them. The order is from h function will be written in the g, then all this stuff will be written in the function f. So let's see the choices. 2x will be written in 3x, so it becomes 6x. So if you write all this stuff in the first function, it is sine 6x, which is not possible. We are looking for twice of sine 3x. 3x will be written in the sine function, it becomes sine 3x, and all this stuff will be written instead of x, twice of sine 3x. It is the answer. Let's see the others, what will happen. 2x will be written in x, so it is sine 2x, and one more substitution, 3 times sine 2x, and the last one, 3 sine x, and all this stuff will be replaced in the function f. It gives us 6 sine x, so our answer is B. Question 20, from 22 to 24, we are going to use given f and g. Question 22, f minus g of 3 means f of 3 minus g of 3. In each function, write 3. F of 3 is 1 minus 3 square, 1 minus 9, minus 8. And I also need to find g of 3. G of 3 is twice of x, twice of 3 plus 1, 7. And if I write the value that I have, negative 8, negative 7, the operation is going to be negative 15. Question 23, FG2. You may confuse with the composition. Be careful. Let me write a note. If it is composition, f of g of x, it is the notation, or f of g of x. What I mean, if we are talking about composition function, there will be something between f and g, If nothing is written, it is the multiplication, so f of 2 times g of 2. F of 2 times g of 2. F of 2 will be what was the function f? 1 minus x squared. F of 2 is 1 minus 2 square, 1 minus 4 minus 3, and g of 2 is twice of 2 plus 1, 5. If I write the values in their places, f of 2 negative 3, g of 2 5, multiplication is negative 15 minus 15. Question 24, f over g of negative 1. It is clear to see that I have a division. So if I write again f of negative 1 over g of negative 1, there is a division. So in the function f, write negative 1, 1 minus square of negative 1, 1 minus, don't do minus and minus plus, first find the power 1, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. g of negative 1 is twice of negative 1 plus 1, which is negative 1. If I write 0 over negative 1 is 0. 24 is C. To 25 to 27, we are going to use the given graph f of g of negative 3, f of g of negative 3. Question 25. The logic is the same. G of negative 3 will be found. On x-axis, find negative 3. On x-axis, find negative 3. Negative 1, negative 3 is here. And go through g function. Go through g function. Okay, whenever you touch the function g, go through y. It is going to be the value of g of negative 3, which is minus 2. So my function, my operation becomes f of minus 2. I am going to repeat my logic again. Find minus 2 on x-axis and then go through the graph of function f. When you touch, go through y, it will be the value of f, which is 3. So answer of question 25 is 3. The next question, g of f of 5. Find 5. Find 5. 5 is here on x-axis. And go through function f. Be careful, it is the extension of function f. Function f, yes. Go from the 5 on x-axis, go through function f. When you touch to the f, from this point go through y, it is negative 5. So my question is going to be, what is g of negative 5? It is negative 5. So question is g of negative 5. Logic is the same. On x-axis, find negative y and go through g. On x-axis, find negative 5, it's here. Go from this value, go through g, but do you see it is the end of g function? There is no connection, it doesn't touch, so we are going to say undefined. So g of negative 5 is undefined. Answer is D. The next question, f of negative 1. So find negative 1 on x-axis, go through function f. Let's turn back. Negative 1. Negative 1 is here. Go through function f. Yes, when you touch, go through y, which is 4. So my question is going to be f of 4. F of 4. And find 4 on x-axis. Go through function f. Find 4 on x-axis. I prepared before. 4 on x-axis, go through function f. When you touch, go through function y-axis, sorry, it is negative 3. So we need a correction. Answer is negative 3. So we can change either A or C. We know that answer is going to be negative 3. Question 28. Two functions are given. One of them is the composition function. What is the meaning? Function f is going to be written in the function g. Function f is given. The question is find the function g. The composition becomes f of x. So there is no shorter way. In each choices, we are going to write f of x instead of x, and we are looking for which of the following is going to give us x. Write x minus 3 f of x in the function g. So minus 3 plus 3 becomes 0. It gives us x. So answer is going to be A. Question 28. Answer is A.